Hello, my Vibe Tribe. Welcome to the Daily Vibe. It's Monday. Happy Monday. You know what? It is the beginning of Christmas week. I probably should have worn a hat. Did not think about that. Sorry. Maybe tomorrow. I think I have some very festive Minnie Mouse ears that are bright red. So, we might go with that. Merry and blessed Yule to those who celebrate. Happy Monday for those who don't celebrate anything. Remember tonight, everybody, Jupiter and Saturn are going to line up, and they're going to form, depending on your followings and your beliefs, either the solstice star, sorry, happy winter solstice. Today is the first day of winter. It's a little cool here. And it's also considered the Christmas star or the Star of Bethlehem. So you get to choose what you want to call it. I had something planned for today because of something that happened yesterday, but something keeps telling me to go with the Affirmators deck, so I think we might even get a better message out of that. I'm going to say this, although it wasn't 100% me, I did not use the tact that I talked about last week, and I'm gonna say I'm a little ashamed. I want to blame my PMS, since that was high, surprise, but ooh, TMI. But you know, there's always a way to step back. Sometimes people need to vent, and sometimes we just need to sit there and listen, and I was not good at that. You know, and you know, sometimes you get to this point where you're like, oh. But you know what? People we're not the same right now. You know, we're not like we were a year ago at this time. We're all struggling in our own ways. Even if we don't think we're struggling in our own ways, because this is a different life this year, you know. And although, you know, don't particularly think the world will bounce back as quickly as I would hope it would or would like it to, I do hope that we're able to reflect on 2020 and remind ourselves the blessings that we have in our life. You know, remind ourselves that, you know, the technology we have nowadays is what keeps the numbers, you know, they're still high, but what keeps them lower. You know, we do have a lot of technology nowadays. We do have a lot of medical field people, you know, that are really, really fighting to keep everything going. So, you know, I don't want to get into this. I don't want to make this political. All I'm saying is, I really hope that when we move past this whole thing, that we are able to look back, especially at 2020, and remind ourselves that, you know, when we're out there, we don't have to social distance anymore. We don't have to stay home or be locked down. We don't have to wear masks out in public, unless you want to. You know, they're kind of a fashion statement now. You know, I mean, I have a billion of them. But that we are blessed. We are very, very fortunate to live the everyday lives that we're used to. And I think that's why it's so hard, because all of a sudden, everything that we took for granted, we no longer take for granted because they've been pulled away from us. It's almost, you know, it's like siblings said at the beginning of all this. Mother Nature has put us in a timeout. You know, everybody's higher power has put each one of us in a timeout. Somebody wants us to remember, to appreciate what we have. The ability to go out and do things, you know, the ability to sit around with friends. Not everybody has that. Not everybody has that, even when there's not a virus going around. You know, people struggle. They have to work every day. They have to, you know, go out there and push through the things that we're fighting now, but that's their everyday life. So if you are somebody who is, you know, like myself, this is hard. This isn't easy for anybody. I mean, this really is hard, no matter what you believe, because, you know, we don't like being told to stay home. We don't like being told what to do, especially when you're an adult. But you know what? This is the perfect time to reflect and remind ourselves that, if you're feeling like you're missing your life, then you are definitely blessed, because you have a life to miss. So, you know, I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. I'm sure it's going to resonate with the right people and make sense to somebody. But that is what I wanted to share. So let's get to the Affirmators deck. Woo! Okay, no. Save that for around New Year's. Sorry, that card this sensuality card keeps popping up. So I don't know who's trying to tell me what, because it's like, stop rubbing it in my face, okay? It's like, how many times I gotta mention I'm single? It's like, seriously? Although I do think the sensuality goes with a lot of things, but you know, I don't know. I'm not going to go there today. I'm not going to go. It's Monday. It's Christmas week. Let's not go there today. Okay. Compliments. Oh, they're two little kitty cats. I love little kitty cats. So, I know how good it feels to get a compliment, so I give the gift to others. I'll find a nice compliment for everyone I interact with today, even if I have to think really hard about it, in which case I can follow up by complimenting myself for solving such a compliment puzzle. Wow, I'm skilled. You know, I didn't write these, but sometimes the way they're written, I swear it is me talking out loud on a card. So, goodness sake. But, you know, and, you know, this kind of ties into what I was talking about. If you look at these kitties really closely, one has really nothing. No ball of yarn, no collar, no tag, and it doesn't look as groomed as the blue kitty does. What does that tell you? First of all, we could share. Secondly, somebody's a little more blessed than somebody else. And, you know, I don't care what walk of life you come from. Compliments are free. You know, don't give someone a compliment if you don't mean it, because nobody needs a shallow comment. If you're trying to be nice and you want to just say, oh, something nice to someone to make yourself feel better, that's not a compliment. That is making yourself feel better. A compliment is, you know, standing in an elevator and noticing something about somebody and saying, wow, hey, you know what? I like those shoes. You know, for one, I love when people walk around me with animals, because I just cannot resist. But, you know, and if you want to be nice and say something nice to someone, that's fine, you know, because if they look like they're having a bad day, then, you know, give them that compliment, because it will make them feel better. A compliment is not made to make you feel better. Okay, a compliment is given to make someone else feel better, you know, or to bring somebody's self-esteem up, to bring somebody's, you know, to make their aura come alive and brighten up. You know, like I said, everybody's struggling. This week is going to be the biggest struggle. Not because we can't, I mean, for some people, okay, not everybody. Not because we can't be with people that we love, or we're not supposed to be with people that we love, or we're supposed to gather in small gatherings. It's going to be hard because, you know, people are missing people right now. You know, people are struggling with either loss, breakups, you know, whether it's just a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a divorce. You know, it's not just about losing people who have passed. There are people who are not in our lives right now. There are people who are sick, who have Alzheimer's and don't even know what day it is, and can't understand why family can't come and visit. You know, there's people who have lost parents. There's people who have lost husbands, wives, children. You know, this isn't meant to bring people down. This is to remind people that this is the one week, because Christmas is so, you know, global and universal. You know, Thanksgiving is an American holiday, and in October, it's a Canadian holiday. But basically it's a North American holiday, okay? But Christmas is universal. You know, I mean, well, maybe not universal. Let's keep it to the planet. Okay, I know, I'm all over the place, but Christmas is global, and this is the one time this is the one time during the year, and I don't give a shit what year it is. This is the one time when we need to put ourselves aside and be kind to one another. This should be an everyday occurrence. You know, nobody's going to have a perfect 365 or /366, depending on the year. But we should work harder to be kinder to people, as opposed to bringing people down. Okay? And I need to work on that too. I can be mean sometimes. I know it's so hard to tell, right? Because ding, So cute. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't even know where that came from. But, you know, you gotta add humor. If you don't add humor, then these just, they go sideways and, you know, people click off or whatever because they don't want to hear it. But, you know, I really, really, really hope that when people watch these, they stick through all the way to the end. Because, for one, as, you know, baby sibling and sibling, hi, by the way, both know, they can go anywhere. But when it comes down to it, be kind. In my mind, when I put away this card, in my head, these kitties will be playing with this ball of yarn, because this kitty's going to say, you know what, I want to share what I have with you. You know, it's not much, it's a ball of string, but I know it will make you happy. And I think it's very important right now to really reach out to one another. I know that baby sibling and the boys struggle around the holidays, period. You know, period. August through August through March is not an easy time for any of them. You know, the boys, not so much Valentine's in March. I don't think, because, I mean, they're kids, right? But, you know, for Marie, there's something going on in every single one of those months that she has to deal with, and she has to keep her her shit together for her boys, you know, and that's not easy. You know, older sibling. I asked older sibling to kind of break her Christmas Eve tradition, you know, because I know we're supposed to stay home, but I really want to spend Christmas with my dad. We're going to keep it small. It's going to be small. But she's used to being home on Christmas Eve and celebrating, because that's what her and her mom did. And her mom and dad, when, you know, they were all together. But she's doing it for me because for the last 6 Christmases, or last 5 Christmases, I'm sorry, I haven't been with my family. And I finally came to understand that I cannot waste any more Christmases sitting at home pretending like it doesn't exist. It's not easy. It's giving me a bit of anxiety to think about actually going anywhere for Christmas, not because of COVID, but because it means that I have to just be me and do my best to celebrate. And I'm in a position now where I don't mask anymore. Okay, if I'm not feeling it, I will walk out of the room, I will deal with it, and then I'll come back. But I don't mask anymore because that's exhausting. It is so exhausting. And nobody with a dinged up mental health should have to mask around people that love them. So I know this sounds a little preachy, but you know what? Let's make it a point today. I know that today is Meditation Monday. So let's meditate on how we can be better to people. Compliments is a wonderful, wonderful start. Giving someone a compliment, that can change somebody's day. It has changed my day before. And, you know, especially when it's from a random person, you have no clue who they are. We'll probably never see them again. You know, it's a special thing because it's coming from someone you don't know. So it makes it feel so legitimate. It makes it feel so real. And, you know, I mean, I know that family and friends give each other compliments, but a lot of times, you know, when you have a brain like mine, or if you have so low self-esteem or low self-confidence, or you lack self-love, sometimes you question those things. But when somebody that you don't know just says something and you're like, whoa, okay, thanks, baby sibling, she told me my hair is amazing. Here's the funny part, I've been fighting with my hair all morning. So the babies on my head, my little baby snakes, they thank you. They thank you. She's going, oh my God, I can see. You know what? Older sibling is in her room right now, which is a wall and a half away. And I know she's just eye rolling me, like, really? Whereas baby sibling is probably sitting at her desk going, laughing. Oh, see, she just sent me the laughing emoji. But yeah, so let's make it a thing today. Meditate on how you can add more kindness to the world. I will do the same. Okay, like I said, there's a lot of things I need to fix. When you're in pain or you have triggers, or even with anxiety or panic attacks, you tend to lash out around the people that are closest to you. And, you know, I make no secret about it. Older sibling is my roommate, and I'm not going to lie. Sometimes she gets my backlash, and it's gotten so much better as my pain heals, but nobody deserves that. You know, I need to remind myself to just step back, take a moment, and breathe. So, compliment people. I'm going to read this one more time. From the kitty cats and me to you. I know how good it feels to get a compliment, so I give that gift to others. I'll find a nice compliment for everyone I interact with today, even if I have to think really hard about it. In which case, I can follow up by complimenting myself for solving such a compliment puzzle. Wow, I am skilled. I am skilled. And apparently I have great hair today too. So see, skilled and great hair. There's a commercial that we always joke about it at home. It's like, oh, I can't remember. I feel like it's trying to come through the wall because sibling's brain is about to burst. But, and yes, older sibling, I see you. I see you. I have 2 eyeballs going on up there. So I could probably yammer on all day. Sorry about that. Caffeine. This is why I'm not allowed to have caffeine, aside for the fact that it's, you know, suggested for my heart to not have caffeine. But it makes me all rambly. So be the kitties, share your ball of yarn, okay? Maybe that could be the meditation for today. Find out what your ball of yarn is all about, and how you can spread that string, you know, to others around you, okay? For my dad's birthday, just really quick, one of our family friends, Gwen, had a great idea. You get a bottle of yarn and you pass it around to everybody, and everybody says something about the birthday person. And then you cut the string when the yarn gets back to the birthday person, and then the following year, you see if your string is longer or shorter. So, you know, maybe if you're at home with your family, each person can do that about each other. Just say something kind as a family. Pass that string around, you know, and, you know, maybe just keep going until you run out of something. And then next year, try it again. It could be a great family tradition, right? It can be like the coolest thing in the world. So compliment each other. Make it from the heart. The compliment is not about you. It's about how you're trying to make someone else feel, not yourself. Have a great day. Have a happy Monday. Again, Merry Yule, Merry Blessed Yule to all those who observe. Happy winter solstice to those who observe. Don't forget the starter night, because, you know, hopefully it'll be clear where everybody is, because it's supposed to be a doozy. And depending on what you read, because I've read a billion things, it's either been the first time in 400 or 800 years since it's appeared. So, you know, I don't know anything past my age. So if it showed up 100 years ago, hello, it's the first time for me. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow for Tuesday Thoughts.